Hey fam, how's it going? Thank you for joining me for this round of, shall we call it pick a card or pick a pile tarot reading. I really appreciate the company. If you need to pause, whichever you prefer, either way, timestamps are provided as always, and I will see you there. Okie dokie, pile one. I like to start with the archetypes personally. Let's see what we have here. The kiss. Nice, nice. Let's put you right on up there. Let us see. Next, we have shark. Interesting. Of course, there's a plane overhead right now. We also have a lot of stippling, fam. If you're new here, I love stippling. I am a stippler, pointillism, if you will. So I always like to ogle the stippling. Thank you for joining me in this moment. I appreciate your company. And then the first tarot card that we have is the High Priestess. Number 2 is Strength. Wow, I like how that's lining up. How about you? Interesting. This is my first time ever doing these like this, and I'm enjoying myself so far. Let's begin with the kiss. The kiss, the touch, the chemistry, the sex. Before first kiss, the air is electrified. Each breath is alive with possibility and magic. What will their lips be like? Their tongue? Do they want me in return? The archetypal energy of the kiss is a heightened sensation of merging with other, of letting in what was moments ago separate, to become one. It is risky, but beautiful business. These moments forever change us as we move past the solitary self toward union and acceptance. This card suggests true intimacy is around the corner. Hey-o! Which requires bravery and surrender. Surrender and consent are two different things, friends. You know, just wow. Okay, anyway, moving on. I just realized where one of the chocolate coins went after I was trying to open the package. It's over there. Sorry. Thank you for your patience. When a kiss takes we'll just move on. When a kiss takes a non-human form, it may be experienced as touching the sacred, hearing a whisper, or being graced by a divine being. You will recognize the presence of the kiss by cold chills and an awakening of the heart. So whichever form, you're either gonna have some lips in your future here coming up pretty soon, like it's incoming, or quite the present shall be in your life either way. I mean, depending on your belief systems and such, it probably already is there though, right? Huh? Moving on. Shark. Swim away from this situation. Think of this as the lovers reversed from traditional terror. You've been hanging around a bloodthirsty shark, and they've hurt you before. This could refer to a lover, or it could refer to another loved one, such as a friend or a family member. To put it simply, you deserve better treatment, and you're never going to find it with them. Leave now. Situations like this often grow so dire that you no longer feel safe swimming away. May this be of the past. And if not, may this be confirmation that it needs to be of the past. You don't deserve to have toxicity in your life. How do I know that? Because you exist, all right? So if it's a matter of people needing to heal so that they're not waiting in a cesspool anymore, or I think either way, that's what it can be though, right? Whether it's pain that's external that you're having to, you know, hopefully you're able to shield yourself from. Some people take it because they think they're supposed to, right? Like their childhood trained them for this, or enough things have happened in life that have really dissolved their self-esteem, their self-confidence. May you have all of the options. May you have a plentiful experience with options, and know them, right? Know that, instead of I don't know, because it can be really scary for some. If you're returning, you're probably surprised that I haven't made any comments about sharks, because I love sharks, okay? I love them. That's rude. But I just did. All right. Now, with the High Priestess, something tells me that you've been coming to terms with that. That you've been realizing, you know, so yeah, I'm definitely feeling confirmation. And one thing about it, the vibe that I'm getting is this is kind of a love reading, right? With a beginning like that. Now, what's the deal? I put lotion on beforehand and I feel like everything from the cats has found me. One of the main points of like the Lover's card in tarot is self-love. Right? Love is just different when it begins with you. It's just different. I'm never going to be one to say, you can never truly love someone unless you... No. I've loved people when I didn't really love myself, so. But it's different. It's what deep down in our softest bits, what most of us want when we think of love. Unconditional. And when it's able to begin with you, being able to love and take care of yourself, knowing that it doesn't make you selfish. It's how you go about it. You know what I mean? It's how you are about it that can make you selfish. But being able to love and care for yourself and respect yourself, you know, it's incredible, it's breathtaking, it's beautiful, and every single person on earth should be able to experience it. And you, the vibe that I'm getting for the folks that chose pile 1, is like you've really been beginning to understand that in ways you never have before. So whether somebody's coming into your life because whoop, those doors are now open, or not, like there's still, and really, I mean, it's a chain reaction, so it depends on what you want. If you don't want it, if you're busy doing other stuff right now, then so be it. This is your life. Right? But there's going to be love. And your intuition has been kicking into high gear. And you're learning to trust yourself. Now, it could be, I saw high morals there. And I feel like that's the first time I've ever really heard or thought of that in connection with the High Priestess. But, you know, yeah. There's a lot just not being dwelled on if you're able to You know, be able to be true to yourself and trust yourself. And one of the things that people say about sin, real sin, is when you're not being true to yourself. You're going against yourself, your soul, your innermost nature, your, you know, if you believe in it, your soul contract. The whole reason why you're here, which I am among those who believe that love is one of the main reasons why we're here. I am so on a flight path, aren't I? You hear all these planes. But that also takes a lot of strength. You know, I don't just think about being soothing to those around us. Maybe that's why they're drawn to us. You know, kind of like how Shaman Durek has talked about not being like, I rebuke you, Satan, when dealing with evil and darkness. It's like when you think about like hauntings and demons or whatever, what if they're just lost souls that are so bogged down that they don't believe they're worthy of being able to go into the light? Like, whatever that means for you. It's just words, you know, my, you know, story that I'm telling right now, if you will. You know, whether it's from a parent or whoever your guardians were when you were a child. Like, it carried. You know, not everyone is able to reach this point when they realize these things about themselves. Like, oh, it doesn't have to be like that. It doesn't have to be like that. It can be glorious. You can find new meanings for the word glory, strength and intuition, self-love, and kisses, right? But I'm really willing to bet that you've been, whether it's like a lot of people like to say downloads, you've been receiving divine downloads and stuff, or not. Like, you've been coming to so many, you've been having epiphanies, right? I want to draw some more tarot. What? There's a lot of wisdom gained to be the royalty in the sword's suit. So maybe, just maybe, you don't deserve the title of fool. I don't know who put that in anyone's head, but please let it go. It's never served. It was never meant to. What it has done is help you gain wisdom, so why still hold on to any residue of that, right? That cycle, that part of your life. Besides the excuse of formative years and, well, you know, people know what they know. There's a whole wide world out there. We are more connected through media and the internet. I mean, the internet mainly. Fuck media. But you know what I mean? Like, you know now what isn't just fiction. I mean, it's also in stories. But you know what I mean? The true, well-rounded balance of life. You've been gaining that power. That's a point that I was making about that. Like, you not only are capable of just your presence of soothing others, but you've learned how to finally begin, at least begin, soothing yourself. So just, You're not foolish. I like to think of this little white dog down there as wisdom gained from that purity, that like that piece of yourself that you built up those walls to protect you. You know what I mean? It's kind of like I'm remembering, sorry if you don't like storytelling, for me, like how I am with Christmas, having worked all those years of retail, I'm really burnt out on Christmas. You know what I mean? So what little bit of me can enjoy winter and Christmas and all those vibes completely is being reserved for like my own family that I create. You know what I mean? And until then, I'm just gonna do my best to pull off neutral. How's that? Compromise? Cool. So we're cutting the deck. Okay. Balance. Yeah. How to feel without losing yourself to those emotions, right? Being able to remember elements from the past without getting, losing a whole day to the sadness, the mourning that can come, when your hindsight kicks in and you can see a memory in that moment for what it really was, right? Balance. Because the pentacles aren't just money, they're everything. That's the earth, that's your foundation. The future that you hope for, right? That you're building toward, that you're hoping to harvest. All the hard work and the efforts. It begins and is able to grow from balance. Interesting. Well, maybe there is someone coming in. So it's a good thing you've been doing all this healing. Maybe you've been realizing a relationship, that's been doing a lot of harm to your mind. Your subconscious has been spewing back up the crap that they're putting into your head. And you've been clearing that out, and it's taken a lot of work. And you're figuring that out. We have 2 cards representing beginnings here. Actually, 3 if you want to include the kiss. It could be love. It could be work. It could be new friends. I'm going to go out on a limb and give in to the vibe of love. Don't give up on it. You clearly have it within you. Don't give up on it. What are the extra notes for this round? This is beautiful, fan. Like you've had some dark times, and it's really done its number on you that you've been trying to heal from. And it's like some things have come to light that's so full, right? Some things in the dark have been able to be illuminated, and yet there's a darkness, This card tends to represent a path as well, like beginning down in the depths of the ocean and working our way through in our evolution and our most animalistic forms. to being like a hermit on the mountain. And I always can't help but notice there's a lantern inside, a star. The star is inside the lantern that the hermit tends to carry. You've got this. Cheers to new beginnings, fam. Boosh. Let's go ahead and cut the deck. Ooh, what did I say, fam? Boosh. Even the ego is meant to be part of us. It's among those things that should not have control over us. But keep in mind that help doesn't equal dictation. So if someone's trying to tell you how to do things and live your life, that's not helpful. Less bitching, more helpful, helping, right? Aww. These are lines from the chorus of a Britney Spears song called Out From Under. That song got me through my divorce, fam. Oh my goodness. I was working in QA at the first job I ever had was at Nintendo. And that's where, And I remember, like, this song would come up in the shuffle on my old-ass iPod, right? And it would just be like, I can't cry right now. What's on the bottom? I see you. And then, oh, ew. Okay, so someone is keeping an eye on you, or someone's keeping an eye on you that needs to just, I'm gonna say it for you. You can be nice about it. I'll say it for you. I'll slip into Doberman mode is how I like to refer to it, because Doberman, they're amongst some of the most loyal dog breeds, all right? I'm just saying. They're so silly. They're so silly. But that person can fuck all the way off, all right? Get out of here. Okay, you be safe. Know your options and be safe. And continue healing. I wish you the best, fam. Thank you so much for joining me. This was beautiful. I'm so happy for you. Things are changing for the oh so much better. To new beginnings, fam. Always remember that I love you. Alrighty, pile 2, here we go. I like to begin, fling, where the archetypals, ooh, the bridge, nice. And believe in your own magic oracle, nice. I love this card so much, it's so pretty. This one's pretty darn spiffy too, but it always makes me so happy. Oop, let's bring that down a bit so you can see the number. And then, it always makes me happy when I see this because it's such a lovely reminder, wouldn't you say? Boop. Ooh. Hey, King. How you doing? Oh, you're such a nice king. Alrighty. The bridge. The bridge is within you. You are the bridge. Let's see. Bridges are built to connect two worlds. They create flow, allowing us to travel between realms, ideologies, personalities. This archetype is the gesture of acceptance, of saying yes rather than withdrawing, separating, and saying no. When we cross a bridge to an unknown land, we are led magically into a new reality. We open up to otherness. Healing and communication are made possible. We enter a state of curiosity, wonder, and learning. The shaman, for example, creates the bridge between the everyday world and the sacred. This card asks us to study the connections between the seemingly disconnected parts of our life, relationships, ideologies, histories. Remember that a bridge can't be forced. It must be made with love, or its structure will not withstand the inevitable weather of life. Boosh. Yeah, I feel like you're, at least some of you, like, you're one of those people who's like the mediator, who just, hey, let's keep things fair, let's keep things polite and respectful, and just talk it through. Let's get to the root cause so that, we're not dealing with only symptoms. Don't seek anyone's approval. People will always have their own expectations of who they think you should be. Their opinions are almost always based on restrictive societal norms and therefore are extremely unrealistic. No matter what they tell you, remember that you have permission to be whoever it is you most wish to be. You don't need anyone else's approval. Only yours. Only yours, fam. You've got this. This is your life. You're the one who lives it. You're the one who's got to, make sure you got the oxygen. Blood pumping through your veins, right? They're not doing that for you. I mean, unless you're in the hospital, then they better be doing that for you. Sure. It can go in different ways when it comes to kings. But something tells me that you understand the ebb and flow in life. To give is to receive. And like I was saying before, I get that feeling that you are the bridge, that you are someone that hears people when they speak to you. You can see them beyond the tip of your own nose, right? You're probably, possibly, hopefully a good driver if you drive yourself. And you just, maybe you've known your own pain and turmoil, and you've known that you never want to cause anyone to feel that way. Like, even when you had a right to say what you said, you still, there's like a little bit of guilt. Like, did I really need to, like I didn't, but that like, even when you had every right. From your very foundation, you are a very giving person. Maybe you know how to delegate, but you're not really much of a true dictator. Like, you're a leader, you're capable, you're certainly capable, whether you realize it or not. But it's all about the greater good. It isn't just about you, the royalty, the royal one. It's the greater good. Fair's fair. Notice that this person's holding scales. What else? What's happening here? That's funny. The Fool came up with a different card like that last time in group 1. Whenever I see the Queen and King of Wands, I think of the Phoenix. and being impervious to fire now. You've been through so much that it just doesn't affect you the same. You've learned through, I keep hearing trial and error, you know, who you are, what you're capable of, your power. So, you know, they may call this a fool, you know, maybe you have your wisdom with you. You're not just going to go off any cliff, hopefully, please. I tend to say, like, they're probably going to look at the last second, right? There's, you know, it's like, oh my goodness, it's gorgeous out here. Look at how beautiful. Look at this view, dog. Can you believe this? We're here right now. That awe for life, you still have that awe. And that's incredible. A lot of people lose that connection with the earth and nature. And you haven't. That's very respectable. Okay, now how about we get the deck? I said what I said. That's what I always think of when cards get repeated. Are you kidding me right now? Wow. So many emotions. The water it floweth. Those cups are all full though, fam. This isn't the 8. These can be illusions and whatnot. Maybe you've been realizing there are certain things that you've always dreamed of doing, but you held off because, I'm doing this right now. That maybe you've begun realizing, I can do that shit. And you're trying, maybe some are trying to decide, okay, what do I keep as a dream for just me to enjoy? And what should I do? Like maybe starting a new business or selling your art, realizing that you have every right to, right? Or acting, or music, like lofty type goals. You know what I mean? The stuff that the realists will be like, what? No, you're not going to make any money off of that or whatever, but it's been burning in your soul for so long. You really want to do it. We saw the King of Cups, or not Cups, sorry. Yes, but we saw the King of Wands, and that is like passion and creativity. So I absolutely do believe that you're an artist in your own right. Boosh. You know what I mean? Like either way, work is work. And maybe that's what you've been worried about. You know, not wanting to ruin something that you love so much. But just be sure you're not holding yourself back. And maybe there are some who are overwhelmed. Like, what do I do? What do I do? Where should I be focused on? Trust the process. Trust the flow. What do you feel compelled to work on? Do you want to draw right now? Do you want to dance? Like, which one is pulling you the most? And remember that you have every right to maybe not even necessarily change your mind, but do other things. Why not both? You know what I mean? Then it's just about time management, really, right? But if we're talking about passions and creativity, I don't know if I really have any advice there other than like the Pomodoro method. I feel like that's all I got because that's the only thing that's worked for me, okay? If you have other advice, you know, to help people like figure out how to do all the things, feel free to sound off below. I await. Oh, yeah. What did I say? This can be hopes and dreams. It could be you're a performer meant to be in the light. You are literally a star. And it doesn't, at least not completely. I feel like you're very grounded, right? you're humble and able to help others. This isn't just about you. You care about others the way most of us wish everybody else could. There are ways to honor yourself without becoming an arrogant POS. Maybe you needed somebody to remind you of that. You know, we're constantly growing and evolving. You don't just reach king status for nothing when it comes to the tarot. Either that is who you are, or that's what you need to find within yourself. That's what this moment in your life is calling for. And either way, like, you know, it's energy, so no worries on binaries. It's energy. And I feel like there's more than masculine, because, you know, we started off with the bridge, other, and things being able to come together. Mutual respect society, please. I feel like you've known loss. You've known what it's like to not have much. And that's a part of what's gone into making you the way that you are, whether you're holding yourself back or not, right? The way you're able to acknowledge those beyond the tip of your own nose, and the fact that there's a whole world full of people out there. And just because you're the one inside where it's warm doesn't mean that you're incapable of hearing the cries of those needing help. You're among those who genuinely wants everyone to be happy. I feel like this is just a whole lot of, you needed to be reminded of this, or you needed to hear somebody else say these things to you. You needed to be reminded to just do your own thing, because quite frankly, you're not doing anything wrong. You have such a kind and considerate soul. You may be human. Hello. Flesh, right? But you are a kind soul. And you've learned a lot. And you're capable of sharing your wisdom while also hearing the voices of others. You know how to decipher and figure out, like, oh, this person's full of shit, but all right. Wish you the best. Go in peace. Be in peace. What do you need? Right? Yeet. All right, well, let's see what the extra notes are for this one. What is this? Why do you keep asking the same questions? There are those who are capable of loyalty. I think you are one of them, but you struggle to find others. It's messed with you a bit. Or there is someone who only has eyes for you. Someone needs to be safe about that. I am the IN team. The point of that is when you think of things like your spiritual guidance that you may receive, whatever that is for you, whether it's angels or source or your ancestors, it all begins with you. You're basically the MVP. You're the quarterback. They're helping you. So maybe stop thinking of yourself as separate, so separate from them, right? You are the most essential. What the? That's not a word. It is now. You're the most important piece to the whole puzzle, right? They'd be doing something the frig else. And mind over matter, want over need. Something tells me you know the difference. What's on the bottom? Boosh. You know what to do. You know darn well. You know what to do. I don't need to tell you what to do. I don't need to read you your future. Look at you. You know what to do. And you're rocking it. Trust that. Be secure within yourself, because you are an incredible human being. And we need more like you on this planet. We need more people waking up and being able to heal and be themselves. We need more positive vibes. So thank you. Thank you for joining me in this reading. I appreciate it. And always remember that I love you. Hey there, Pile 3. Thank you for joining me. Let us see what we can get into. I like to begin with the archetypes. Ooh, the vision. We have sword. Make a change. Well, then. Off to a good start, if you ask me. Goodness gracious. The vision, the dream, the imagined, the revealed. It is said that we are each born with a unique vision, a destiny toward which we are aimed. It is also said that we forget this vision the moment we are born. Thus, we are sent on a lifelong journey of rediscovery. Such is the elusive nature of the vision. It slips away, yet it guides. It appears in strange dreams and surreal images, seemingly unattainable and preposterous. When we are connected to the vision, we carry an inspired, enchanted aliveness that others recognize. We trust the world and its synchronicities. We walk through new doors into wondrous opportunities. We all want to be near those with vision. They emit energy more potent than any elixir. When we lose connection with the vision, life becomes dull and exhausting, lacking meaning. Bring back the mystery. Bring back the dreams. I do believe you were being urged. There is a big life change you've been thinking of making for a while now. This is a sign that you need to trust your instincts and take the leap. Whether you're thinking about cutting your hair or finding a job better suited for you, do the thing and do it with confidence. Boy, howdy, this is absolutely encouragement. Something tells me you already know, and this is your confirmation. Boosh. The Ten of Pentacles isn't just about being all set for ourselves, right? Having all the money, all the creature comforts. It's about lineage, your family, your friends, like your great grandkids are covered. You know what I mean? Like, it is your legacy. So it's everything. Everything we've ever hoped for. And, you know, Queen of Pentacles. Like, what? I feel like, well, you know, this is someone who is very nurturing. Like, I tend to also think of, like, I just, in my mind, I can't help it with her and the Empress, right? There's so much nature surrounding them. You know, like, it's not just the harvest has come in and we're doing well this season, you know, this year, right? Loudest freaking truck ever. It's not just about that. Like, you want to, this is big. This is everything, right? Let's see. What else? Yes, those go very well together as well, if you ask me. Oh, Nikes. Let it crumble, fam. If that's what's holding you back, knowing that it's going to change everything, change is good. It's evolution. It's nature, right? And you have, you yourself means that you have everything you need. It may be difficult because, you know, it can be scary when things are new, right? That's okay. What the? But it's worth it, right? Growing, healing, all of it is worth it. It's what you want, then it's what you shall have. It's what you already have. Whether you realize it or not, you need to realize it. Because that's how things come to fruition, okay? It's called following through. And it's worth it. Certainly for you. These are big. Boosh. Heck yeah. Praise and recognition. You know, you can be bashful. This horse. Oh, golly. Right? But you can handle it with grace, can't you? You're capable of it. Boosh. And mental clarity, the fortitude to not fall for bullshit. You know what I mean? Maybe that's what you're scared of. You know, like going to Hollywood and being eaten up alive, right? Whatever it is for you. You've learned so much. And if you haven't already, mental clarity is coming in hot if you can accept it. Right? Interesting. Noted. It's like every loud truck is coming through. If you're not bringing, listen, I'm filming this on October 31st. If you're not bringing me some chocolate, then I need you to calm down right about now. BRB, okay? Well, there you go. There's your chronological order to things. Where's the page in the freaking night? Am I right? Oh, is that it? Oh, did I just speak for you? Have you been like, okay, A, B, C? How do we get to the Y's and the Z's? Right? When, you know, don't get lost in the sauce. Don't get lost along the way that you can't even see what's right there. Goodness gracious. Okay, anyway, moving on. Don't lose sight of those, don't be incapable of seeing the greatness that's right in front. You really want to come out. Oh, we're going to say a rebirth is happening. Let it happen. Don't, if there's certain manifestations, because we saw the magician, if there are certain manifestations that you've been trying to bring about that oh my goodness gracious, the ringing that just started up in my right ear. Let it in. We saw the tower as well. Let the walls crumble, fam. Figuratively. At least figuratively. If you gotta move, don't keep the change from occurring. Not all change is bad. And evolution, like I said, is natural. It's natural, fam. If you want it, and you're willing to put forth any kind of effort, you don't have to torture yourself. But don't get in your own way either, so that when the manifestations are coming in and they happen to look differently, be able to be open to them, right? This is a rebirth, and it's glorious. Look at all this yellow all over the dang place, like a freaking dawn. What do I say when dawn is represented in my readings, fam? If you're new here, I like to say, here comes the sun. Do, 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 do. Bring it, baby. Let's go. I'm usually still awake when the dawn comes, but whatever. Moving on. Extra notes, fam. Oh, look at you. Oh, it's all gonna come to fruition. This is what you're here for. You are fulfilling your life. I mean, fam, you exist. All right? It's all good. You're doing the thing. Don't underestimate affirmations. Listen, especially if you grew up or you've lived life in any kind of toxicity and your subconscious has been cruel to you. You got to reprogram that shit. The subconscious doesn't care. It knows what input it's received. And that's what things like affirmations and meditation help with. Reprogramming your subconscious. So they say to do things like that, especially, not only, but especially when you're waking up and when you go to sleep. Like when you're in that nice chill, you might as well be like lucid dreaming mode, right? Because that's when your pineal gland and whatnot is like ding. That's when your subconscious is the most like when you were a child in your formative years. It's more spongy. You know what I mean? But if you like feel the urge and you're just, in the bathroom and you gotta like do some whispers to yourself or whatever the heck, just some affirmations to yourself, whenever the heck the mood strikes, fam, don't underestimate it. Don't poo-poo on it. If you're poo-pooing on it, that means you got shit to heal and it's glaring in your face when you poo-poo on some specifics. You know what I'm saying? Alrighty then, that came up in the previous reading. That came up in pile 2. So if you were leaning toward that. They were both very encouraging readings. Like I feel like you already know. You already know, and you just needed someone to vouch for you. Fam, I believe in you. You've got this. You're freaking already rocking it, fam. You're already doing the thing. If you need to breathe for a moment, please do. Practice some self-care and keep yourself, in the game. You are not apart from, you're not like we all too often are like, oh, my guardian angels are helping me, my guardian, and they overlook, like, why? Right? Why are these beings, why is the universe, anything, helping you? It's because you're the MVP. You're the you're the quarterback. You're calling the shots. This is your life. And if you feel the need to resurrect and start anew, then so dang be it. Whether it's a haircut or moving, starting a new job, starting your own business. You've been planting seeds, and that shit's growing and flourishing. Honor that. Honor those who came before. Sure, you learned a lot from them. Honor yourself. You're doing the thing. What's on the bottom? Get the fuck out. All right, this is in relation to somebody in your life that doesn't belong there. Get the fuck out of my face, out of my home, or my life. Just go. Pardon my language. I'm calling a spade, all right? If you do, just go. Don't pass go. Don't collect 200. Don't take anymore. But also, side note, stop over analyzing. You already know your game plan. Now you just got to follow through. That's what you're doing. If you recognize, okay, we need to adjust this, then so be it. But stop analyzing. Get out of here with that shit. All right? Thank you so much for joining me, fam. Oh, look at you. I believe in you. You've got this, okay? Always remember that I love you.